Have you ever found yourself saying, I want change, but it feels like nothing's happening? Maybe you're too afraid. I'm Tracy L. I'm an energy healer and intuitive, helping you shift your reality and your paradigms. I was my first step subject. You can read about that below. Now, I had to change my whole life. I was not supposed to be here and prove the experts wrong. You're more powerful than you think. So a lot of times people say to me, I want change, I want change. I hate my job, or I don't like my wealth paradigm. I don't like, being in poverty or lack, but they're not doing anything about it. So this is what happens with spirit. Your words are power, and you know that, right? They're very powerful. They hold frequency with them. So if you find yourself going, I hate my relationship all the time, eventually something will come in if you don't take an action to destroy your relationship. It's just like if you say, I hate my job, and then all of a sudden you get fired and you're like, oh my God, I got fired. Because spirit's listening, and spirit will give you a little bit of leeway to say, okay, are you going to do something about it? Okay. And eventually you don't. You hit a wall, and you can hit that wall for a long time or a short time. And then boom, guess what happens? Spirit comes in, removes your job, removes your relationship. And then people are devastated. Yet the whole time you've been saying, I don't like it. I don't want it. I need change. But because your fear is so strong, you're not taking the change. So when you remove that, well, then it's like the Band-Aid gets ripped off. Now, one of the things I've noticed a lot that's happening right now is people are very scared around their money, and they're saying they want change. And they've been knowing for a long time that they needed to look at their money differently. Guess what happens? If they don't shift it, if you don't take action now to prepare and understand, which I've talked a lot of videos on this, I've done a lot of it in my Telegram group and on my online events, a lot. You've heard me say this. You will be forced to change it. And that could be losing a job, losing a home. It could be, these things that are heavier and seem negative, but they will be in your highest and best interest. So spirit can bring you what you really want. We have to go through change to create something new. That's what happens. But change is scary. But if you look at it as what's the blessing in this? What's the blessing in this? That's where you're going to get the results. So if you keep saying you want change, but you don't do an actionable step, spirit will watch you open another door. You do another action, spirit opens another door. You do another action, spirit opens another door. You don't do an action and you keep complaining, spirit's like, okay, you're not doing anything, so I'm going to come in and create change for you. And then you're devastated, then you're scared, then you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do? Then you will. You always have ceilings that you can hit. You want to go further, but you also have a floor. People don't talk about this. You have a floor. So, your wealth vibe will only go so low before you'll really do something to shift it. Your health will only go so low before you'll do something to shift it. And that's something you're going to have to really watch out for going through this year. So what I want to ask Spirit is, what is the energy shift of all the people that are watching this today? And whatever you watch it, what is the energy shift you require in your field to make change easier, more ease and grace, and to really look at the things that you are speaking? So to make sure that your energy is always shifting in the right direction. So let's see what comes up. I love it. Okay, these are the body regeneration cards, if you haven't seen them before. So, oops, sorry, I flipped it the wrong way. Increase your trust, know, believe, which is actually a really good card. We want to increase the energy, thank you God, in your body. So what you would do is like, I'm receiving that energy. I'm going to increase that energy in my body. Just say I'm receiving that, of trusting, knowing, and believing of what the universe has in store for me, and that it is my time for change. When you don't trust, know, believe. So my definition of trust, know, believe, what Spirit showed me is faith. So faith is trust, know, believe there's something bigger out there guiding this whole mess we sometimes find ourselves in. This is a hard one, and I can relate to you. I know when I was sitting on my near-death experiences and very sick and going through a lot of pain and struggle and depression, and I understand, guys, and I had to find this. I didn't have it. I was kind of like an atheist. I'm like, there's nothing out there. Nobody puts people through this kind of hell. But, I had to really realize and change my perceptions and do the work. And it wasn't easy to always trust. It wasn't easy to know or believe that something different was going to come forth. But I've been in this space for so long that I have seen miracle after miracle. And now I do. I trust, I know, I believe. And I believe this I trust it probably 98% of the time. I do have my moments. I'm human where I'm like, I don't know. And then spirit gives me a sign and bang. So where have you not been trusting, knowing, and believing? Where are you looking for that sign? Ask for the sign. Ask to be shown. Because if you can trust, know, believe, right, in something much bigger, what happens? Change happens. Transition will happen. And you will get better than what you ever asked for. That's what I love so much about this card. You will get better. The more you trust, the more you know, the more you believe. But it is a constant work, and it's a constant ability of understanding, because it's not always easy. And if anyone tells you can do it in one day, they're lying to you. It's not always easy. You fall down, you get up. You fall down, you get up. You fall down, you get up. That's what makes the shifts really powerful. So click the like, the subscribe, and share. Comment below, where are you needing to embrace change more, trust, know, believe more in your field? Just take that energy in. Just take it. The other thing that people forget, and I teach this a lot in my classes, is your hands right here. These are power zones. You push it. You open up these centers, right? Because your hands are an extension of the energy of your heart. That's why we like to hug people, right? So before your day starts, rub this here. If you're having a rough day, rub it here. And just like, I'm trusting, I'm knowing, I'm believing. I'm increasing that energy. I'm increasing that energy. I'm increasing that energy. And then thank you. I say thank you, God, all day long. You can say universe or divine. Thank spirit. You will get more interaction. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love, and I will see you again.